Hey everyone, I'm gonna try to make like a tamale pie in the crock pot. Got all my ingredients there. The only thing is, rather than use cornmeal, I'm just gonna try tearing up some corn tortillas and throwing them in at the end. So let me open up my cans there, and I have a pound of 93% ground beef. I'm going to put that in there. I like using the 93% ground beef because it's real lean and I don't have to drain it, so it won't be greasy that way. That one is unthawed, but I've put frozen chub of ground beef in there in the crock pot, and it'll unthaw in there too. So alright, let me do that and I'll bring you guys back. Okay, so I put my pound of 93% lean ground beef in there, and I seasoned that with a little bit of kosher salt and some onion powder. So now we'll put the rest of the ingredients in there. Alright, this is a can of red kidney beans that I drained. Go in there with that. A can of corn, and I didn't drain that. I'm just going to put all the juice in there with that. A can of diced tomatoes with chilies in them. I'm going to put that in there, and I didn't drain that either. Put all the juice in there with that. Okay, I got a can of olives that I drained, and I cut those in half. You don't have to do that, but I just thought they'd kind of spread out a little bit better if I did that. And then 1 can of spaghetti sauce. This is Del Monte spaghetti sauce, but you can use whatever kind you like. Okay, I think that's it. I'll stir it up a little bit. Now all these ingredients are cooked except for the hamburger, so this really shouldn't take that long to cook. Okay. We'll put the lid on there, turn that on high, come back and check it in an hour or two. May have to adjust the seasonings a little bit, you know, add a little bit more of this or that. You know, once the meat cooks, then you can start tasting it and adjust your seasons a little bit. Alright, let that cook and I'll bring you guys back in a little bit. Okay, this has been cooking for about 2 hours now, so let's see how it looks. Looks pretty good. Give it a little taste. Alright. I like my sauce a little bit sweeter than that, so I'm going to put a couple spoons of sugar in there. I usually do this with my spaghetti stuff I use spaghetti sauce in. I like my sauce a little bit sweeter. So, and then I think it needs just a little bit of a bite, so I'm going to sprinkle in a little bit of this hot sauce. This is a Louisiana hot sauce. Okay, stir that up a little bit. See how that tastes. Yeah, that's a lot better. Okay, probably ready to put my tortillas in a minute, so I'll bring you back. On this next clip, I made a mistake and I said flour tortillas and I meant corn tortillas. It's 8 corn tortillas. Alright, so I just took 8 flour tortillas and I cut them up into small little squares. You can see there. And now I'm going to dump them in to the sauce and let them cook in for a little bit. Now this is the first time I've ever tried this, so I'm not really sure how this is going to turn out. Just one of those ideas that popped into my head and thought I'd give it a whirl. Okay, dump those in there. We'll stir them in a little bit. Now, hopefully these won't turn mushy. I know flour tortillas would probably just turn all mushy and doughy, but I'm thinking these should hold together pretty good and just kind of soak up the sauce. But we shall see. I'm not really sure. Just kind of let that probably cook in there for, I don't know, I'll just kind of keep an eye on it, check it in a few minutes and see how it's looking. Alright, cover that up, bring you guys back and see how it turned out. So I let that cook for half an hour with the tortillas in there, and then I turned it off. So 3 hours total time. 2.5 hours for the sauce by itself, and then half hour once I put the tortillas in. So let's open that up and see what it looks like here. So you can see, looks a lot like a tamale pie, only you have your corn tortillas instead of the cornmeal. A little bite of that. It's pretty good. Alright, thanks for watching, you guys. See you next time.